If you're really wanting to make money reselling, this is something you cannot ignore. The power of using AI to help you in your reselling business has gone from just an annoying little AI chatbot that you could ask questions to really becoming a powerful tool in helping you with your reselling. I say this very seriously because I know that a lot of my viewers, a lot of you have started reselling or gotten into reselling to help you with paying bills or supplementing retirement income or just finding other ways. Like myself, when I started reselling, I needed to make money to help me get out of a really bad situation. And while it's all fun and games to talk about, AI is going to ruin the future, or it's gotten to the point where it's something that I really implore you to look at, because it's something that can help you, one, not only save money from buying things that maybe would be a waste, but also save you so much time when you are trying to research an item. And I'm going to use an item that I recently picked up at a garage sale, and it's this little blown glass teddy bear ornament. There's no maker's marks, there's nothing on it. And I was starting to list this in the way that I have been listing for 10 years or more, where I type in a Google search, I type in blown glass teddy bear ornament, and I get a huge amount of things that have populated that don't really match what I've got. I had no way of knowing. I know there are Facebook groups you can go, you can ask, but then you have to weed through people being ugly, people like being snarky to you, and waiting to see if somebody will actually give you some sort of constructive feedback. But when I decided, you know what, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I've been talking about AI. I've been showing little bits and pieces here and there. Let me actually see what it will do if I give it a picture of this, and what does it come up with. And I was astonished at how much time it saved me. And so today I'm going to do a side-by-side of me and my process, and how I would have looked this up and tried to figure out what it was, and how long it would have taken me to figure it out, and how quickly AI can do this. And I'm sort of recreating this because I did this the other day I didn't do it side by side, but I was like, this is really taking me a long time, when I know all I have to do is go put an image into ChatGPT, and it will give me tons of information, way more than I can find out on my own. And as I shared in the other video that I did, yes, there is definitely, there are flaws and there are mistakes, but at least it gives you a way better head start as a jumping off point to figure out like what this item is. So I was using this when I was listing, and I would take what I found from ChatGPT, and then I would search in eBay and double check any other keywords that maybe weren't in my new listing that I was starting to create. So I'm going to do this now. So I'm going to share with you, and I have the paid version of ChatGPT, and I think it's $20 or $25 a month. This is not sponsored. I'm not plugging. This is just what I do, what I use. And I use the paid version because I do use it a lot for, I create videos. So I'm like, is this the best way for me? I'm not so good with my words sometimes, as you know, if you've watched me live. And so when I'm trying to be concise in videos, I like to go to ChatGPT and say, this is what I'm thinking of saying. Is there a better way I can word this? And it'll give me pointers for that. Now it is going to be helpful for me with my reselling. I'm doing this because it's sitting here. So what I'm going to do is actually on ChatGPT, there was a feature that I actually have not played with yet. So I thought we could try it out together. What do you say? Oh, that's T. So when I come to ChatGPT, I'm going to have it over here so you can see it. Press the little plus sign, and there's the camera icon. The camera will open up, and I can take a picture of the item there. And if I already have a picture, I can just drop the picture in. Then from here, I can ask ChatGPT, what is this? What What will it sell for on eBay? Is this something that will sell quickly? And is it worth buying for $1 to resell? I am sure that there are other better questions to ask. I haven't formulated. I'm sure there's something way more concise that I could probably have and I could just drop in ready to go. But for the moment, this is what I'm going to be asking. So here we go. I am going to hit send on my phone for ChatGPT to start working. And I am going to start with the way I would normally research this item. Here we go. Start. Blown glass, teddy bear, ornament. So I'm searching. I don't see anything that looks like mine. I know mine is translucent. Translucent. Am I spelling that right? I'm not sure that I am. Translucent. Nope. Okay. Maybe I did. Okay. I can't see. No, I don't see anything that looks like my bear. It's brown. And brown. Maybe I should say transparent. Transparent. Nope. Let me see. Over here. Not seeing anything like it. Oh, that's kind of similar. Where was that? That's kind of similar, but not. So now I'm going to go, maybe I'll try an eBay search. So as I'm searching, I see like this one is kind of similar. So there's one, vintage. That one looks like mine. So how long did it take for me to find the bear and all the information versus the ChatGPT? Let's see. We know how long it took, but let's see how accurate the information is. Sofia Di Carlini, hand-blown bear, exact identification. It's giving all that information. It's saying it's selling for about $30. So now that I know what it is, Di Carlini brown bear, I want to look at sold listings to see, because here it says 40 are up for sale. All different ones like so. Oh, that blue one's cute. And I want to come over to sold because I want to know, are they really selling through? Di Carlini bear. So there are 7 that have sold in the last 90 days, which is okay. You know, I know Christmas sells year round. Of course, I would love to see more than that, but I have bear. So maybe if it's just her ornaments versus just bear. So 393 for Di Carlini ornaments. Great. Okay. And then I want to see, is that price point accurate as well? And I'm seeing in the $20 to $40, $50 range. So it looks like it's pretty accurate for that as well. I want to show you another feature on ChatGPT, which I have not used yet, especially while I was out. But if you have an earbud in, you could easily do this, especially if you are not wanting to type in, or if you're like me, typing into my phone takes a long time. And so this way, it looks like you're just on the phone with somebody. But if you come over on ChatGPT to the little lines at the bottom there, I'll pop it up here for you to see. And it will open up a screen where it's listening to what you're saying. But before you start just talking to it, select the video camera icon, and it opens up this video camera. And that way you can talk to ChatGPT and ask it, hey, what is this? So let's try that now. All right, ChatGPT, what is this?
It looks like you have a really cute Di Carlini glass bear ornament there. It's a lovely piece and definitely something that can be worth picking up for $1 to resell. If you list it on eBay, you can expect around $30 to $50, maybe even a bit more depending on the condition and what you showcase it. So it's definitely a fun and profitable find.
So what you could very easily do is, when you're out, I'm going to create a new chat on my ChatGPT. What you could very easily do is, before you go out, you can go to create a new chat on ChatGPT. You can say, I'm going to be out thrifting and garage sailing and showing you different items. I'd like for you to research the items on the internet and let me know, one, if the items are worth picking up to resell, and two, how long it might take for them to resell, and three, give me any important information that I might need to know in order to identify and list the item. So once I have fed that into the chat, I could very easily just go to that particular chat every time. And I'm digging, I'm looking on my desk, like, what can I find? What can I find that I can? So let's say, oh, here we go. We've got a little bottle of perfume because perfume sells. So let's go, just like I said, I'm going to come back over to the chat and create a little video. What is this item and is it worth selling on eBay?
This mini perfume bottle is from the fragrance Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. It's definitely a popular scent, and the May versions tend to sell pretty well on eBay. You can usually get around $15 to $20 for it, depending on the condition and how full it is. So if you got it for a good price, it's definitely worth picking up.
Let's see how it does with books. How about this item?
That's a really cool find. This book, My Neighbor Hayao, art inspired by the films of Miyazaki, is a collection of artwork paying tribute to the legendary animator Hayao Miyazaki. It's quite popular among fans of Studio Ghibli and can definitely hold value for collectors. On resale platforms like eBay, it can typically sell for around $20 to $30, depending on the condition. It's definitely worth picking up if you got it for a good price.
Is it something that would sell quickly, or would it take longer than 6 months to sell?
This My Neighbor Hayao art book, inspired by Hayao Miyazaki's films, is definitely a collectible item, especially among Studio Ghibli fans. These types of art books generally have a good resale value and tend to sell within a few months, especially if they're in good condition. It likely won't take as long as 6 months to sell, so it's a pretty safe bet if you're considering picking it up to resell.
So while just typing in to look something up is effective, it can take so much longer. And when you're out at garage sales or thrift stores, you might not want to spend the time typing things in. If you're like me and you're not good at typing, or maybe your fingers are not as nimble as they used to be, then this is a fantastic option. Another thing I like to do is if you don't have the paid version of ChatGPT, what you can do is go to do a Google image search, which I will show you real quick too. So you'll go to your Google app on your phone, and then in the search bar, you can select the camera icon, and then it will pop up this where you can just take a picture and it will search the internet with that. And so even if you're not comfortable with ChatGPT, you can still use this to get a good idea of what your item is. Right here, I have all selected, but you could come to products and that will show you where it's being sold and for how much. So here's one on eBay. I see 35 on Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, so $35. And even though those aren't sold, you can at least get a good idea of what is up for sale on the internet. Let me know your thoughts about using AI, ChatGPT, to help you with your reselling business. I really think that this could be something that would help a lot of you out. And I know that learning new things in technology might be a little scary at first, but I really believe that it will help the growth of your business or your side hustle, and it will maybe take some of the frustration out of the length of time that it can take to do research. Because I know sometimes I'll find something super unique. I've got this little, it looks like a sugar box over there, but it's not. It's lined with velvet, and it's like a little trinket box. But I would have spent a really long time trying to look that up, trying to figure out, what is this and where is this from and can someone like it and all of this other stuff. And I could waste half an hour or more on one item just trying to figure out what it is. And this is something that can really cut that time down by a lot. Let me know if this is something that you're willing to try. Maybe baby step it with Google image search and then try the ChatGPT option, because I really do think that this is something that will benefit your business. And there is a free option on ChatGPT. I don't know if it has the voice command and the response like this one does, but it's worth checking out. And I know this video is a lot more serious than my normal happy peppy self, but I'm wanting to impart the seriousness of how much this could help you and your business in making money. And I hope that you found this video helpful, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.